I want to bring in Texas Congressman Michael McCaul now, the top Republican on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. He also sits on the Homeland Security Committee, and so important to have you this hour. Thank you for being in focus. I want to start with the conversation Jennifer and I were just having, because I think that there will be a lot of questions about what else could have been done, but we know now going forward what some of the options, strategically, militarily will be. What about other options? How do we protect our own economy? What do you see coming down the road?
Well, first, I think Jennifer's correct. We knew about this plan months ago. I was a very harsh critic of the administration, not providing enough deterrence before an invasion. They always talked about after an invasion what to do. And so, like Teddy Roosevelt said, it's time to carry the big stick. It's time for the big stick now. And I think that's something we'll rally around, both Republicans and Democrats. But it's unfortunate that this had to happen. And we didn't provide the sanctions that I thought would be helpful prior to the invasion. This is the most massive invasion in Europe since World War II, since Hitler invaded Poland. To put it in perspective, what you're going to see now, and this, we would game out these options, right, Harris, about what's the worst case scenario, what's the least bad scenario. This is the worst case scenario. All three groups being deployed to put the noose around the neck of Ukraine. Actually, maybe even going all the way to Odessa port in Moldova. That's how serious this is. And we have to respond with serious sanctions on Putin, who's an international pariah with blood on his hands. And we need to do it soon. And we have to be unified, the G7 and NATO, in doing that. And so I think we'll hear from the president, but in Congress, we're looking at those sanctions as well. And lastly, let's look the resistance we're going to see in Ukraine that are fighting the Russians right now. We have provided ammunition and sniper rifles and javelins that I signed off on in my position, and we'll probably end up giving them more.
So, you probably heard General Kellogg say just moments ago, because we played a little bit of his interview from Fox and Friends, basically this is a lost cause just in terms of Russia taking Ukraine. And we know that he thirsts, obviously, Putin does, for the yesteryears of the Cold War and Soviet Union. Yeah. But what else could he do at this point? He's got Crimea. He's taking Ukraine. I mean, what exactly does he want?
He wants the old empire back, and this is
every single country of that.
Well, that's the as you know, Ukraine's not NATO. Article 5 is not triggered.
100%.
We're not gonna put boots on the ground in Ukraine, but if he goes into the Baltic states or Romania, then Hungary, then or Poland, very nervous right now. That would trigger Article 5. And when that warning that you mentioned that Putin laid out, I would ballistic missiles, but I would worry about nuclear, because he's doing these nuclear exercises right now that he bumped up. He usually does them in the fall. He's doing them right now. And I think he's lost it so much that I wouldn't put that off the table.
Yeah, I've been saying for days he's in the throes of later dictatorship. I mean, it just makes him so unpredictable at this point. But not unbreakable. We're a great nation. Congressman McCaul, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Harris.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.